It's not that cold out here today. Thank goodness. Look at that sun back there. I wanted to give this tree in the front yard some love. It's been a while. How you doing? I think I might sit with you. It's got a little, some of the bricks got knocked over, but I think I'll just sit with it today for a little bit. But look at that sun. So beautiful. Can't really see it like that from the backyard. I'm still just so happy and still pretty much quite sure overwhelmed with gratitude. Seriously. I've been smiling ever since I knew that was her. Now I see why they say I was an oversharer, because you're right. I would have, like, look how fast I just ran. Because, like, nothing bad, but just wow. And then just to know that I understand now, like, why certain things in my life, why it didn't work out. And I am completely okay with it. Like, not that. I don't even know what I did. I thought I found my scarf, but it was my head wrap, so I said, forget it. I just wrapped it on my head. I didn't want to put it on. But, like, all, like, the opportunities that I was, like, overlooked on, or, just overpassed, or just whatever, I understand that it was just for a reason. Friendships that didn't work out was for a reason. Because now I understand what Most High was saying, like, once I give you, like, what's yours, can't nobody say, like, oh, you only got that because of me. Like, nobody else's hand could come in where God's hand has been this whole entire time. And it's been, Most High, my ancestors, like my spiritual team, they've all been working with me. And it's all just me just coming back into remembrance of who I am. And it's like I've been asleep for so long, and not just like just asleep on everything, myself, this life, like, and I just became numb to a lot of things and just started overlooking a lot of things. But now I'm just so happy I can start just running and just screaming that song that me and my ancestors came up with that time in the woods. Just, yes, I made it. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. I just want to just go run out there and just grab it. Can I have it? Can I have it? She's so pretty. Oh, man. But just seriously, just, yes, we made it. And it's just like, no, I'm not where I want to be physically. I know that it's still a transition, and, some certain things still have to happen. But spiritually, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Spiritually, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And, like, these last few days, I've been sleeping a lot, just like resting. And I was just, like, starting to check myself, like, I know I'm not getting depressed, am I? I'm like, I feel fine. I just can't stop looking at that. But I'm like, I feel fine. I'm like, hopefully I'm not impacting somebody else's depression. I'm like, move that around, because I feel great. But that was just my spirit, just really getting into alignment with this new me. With me. And just knowing that somebody, like, I knew, like, once me and God's beef was over with, I was gonna let you out the front door, Teeny. Hang on, I'll go out back. But, like, once me and God stopped beefing, and I just got to the realization that it was people misusing the word of God. Like, the word never changed. People's interpretations of the word did. And once I got to that understanding that underlying and knowing, I was able to put my beef aside. And then that understanding and the inner knowing. Let me grab King. King. Come on, boy. Go potty. Come on, boy. All right, but once I got to that, just knowing that we have more to do with what happens to us, like Christianity, anything that goes wrong, they're quick to blame the devil instead of just like, just looking at themselves. It's like, oh, the devil did it. Ah, da, 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 da. The whole time it was them, but just blaming the devil because it's easier to blame someone else. So, but I understand, like, and I just before I came out here, I was just looking at like everything in my life that didn't work out, that I was starting to just become upset about, because I'm just like, dang, it kind of feels like I'm going back to square one. Like I've lost everything. Except for my mind. But I'm like, as far as like my physical possessions, like, I came through the door with so much. Now I have nothing. And then like just from like June, from when I quit my job, I had to realize, like, just recalibrate life, because Most High told me to quit and I trusted it with my whole heart. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna survive, like how I'm gonna take care of myself, how I'm gonna eat, like none of this stuff, but God made a way month after month, and I never had to worry about like where my next meal is coming from or how I'm gonna get this. The only thing that it did make me help me with is, I used to spend a lot of money just for no reason, and not just to spend. I would just go out of my way to help people. And like they didn't necessarily have to ask, like some people dry beg, like, oh man, I got this going on and this going on, and if only I had this. And then me just like, trying to be a good person, tried to just be there and be, helpful for everybody, until I found the imbalances in that. And then I just stopped. And then, that's when Most High, they was telling me too, like, everybody doesn't have the same heart as me. And I was like, watch this. We're going to flip the roles now. You're going to be in the one in need, so to speak. And then watch how many people come and offer you help, just like how you offered them help without them even having to ask. Like, you're not going to get the same thing because it's just not the same. Like you're just like in the world of givers and takers. You just happen to keep running into takers. And that's what they were trying to get me away from. Like that, just that. What the heck? Teeny, are you under there? Why don't those bushes just shake like that? Is it a bird in here? These pine bushes just did like the Harlem Shake, like whoosh. That's King. But yeah, then it was just show me like, a test. And then also, like I was getting to like about the Leo stuff, like that was my future energy to acquire, because I had to remember my Aquarius, master my Taurus, and then acquire Leo. And then that Leo energy is just what my test has been to, be a little selfish, think about yourself some more, because yeah, my heart chakra was open, but it was too open. It was overflowing open. And that's why, like, me doing acts of kindness for people that didn't reciprocate was trying to turn me bitter a little bit. But then I had to, just find the balance into giving, and then to understand, life is a give and take. And that's the way how life always goes. Like, even with the gift, you're supposed to give something back. You're not supposed to just take a gift, even if it's a thank you or just something. Everything in life is a transaction. And I'm so glad that they let me experience this. Because at first, I had questions. And then especially about the love part, because that was the last thing I was dragging my foot about. It was like, oh, you want me to start dating and this, that, and the other. And then it's like the people I did start talking to, and, you know, have good connections or good conversations, then most likely be like, King, I know you did not just run out this gate while I'm standing right here. You got a lot of nerves if you thought I was about to chase you, bro. I'm not. I'm not running in snow, and I'm not chasing any dogs. How about that? How about that? And Teeny, you was just gonna let him do it? You was just gonna let him do it? You was just, okay, don't jump on me. Don't, okay. Shit, why do I always do this on this porch? Stop, okay. Damn it. I ain't no better. But, I forgot what I was even saying. But that's all I just wanted to get on here and say. Get this snow off my foot. That I'm having a great day. And I'm glad to know that I am loved. Oh, that's what I was saying about relationships. You know, they tell me like, oh, go date this person. I mean, you know, give this person a chance, or, you know, be open to it. And then I get open to it. Then they be like, all right, that's it. Like, what do you mean? That's it. Like, okay, this person still has healing to do. Like, you're only going to stop their healing, or, you know, this person ain't who they're posting that they are. So I'm just like, okay. But just pretty much just like, you know, just drop some seeds and then let it be. So I'm just like, okay, but I'm mature enough, like spiritually, to just be like, okay, and let it be. But I'm just so happy for everything that didn't work out, because I understand now fully why it didn't.